Ha 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 ha. Okay, son, I see what you're saying. Ha 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 ha. It's Detroit Denzel Washington in Detroit, repping Damon Robertson. Get your freaking hands off me! Ha 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 ha. Okay. All right, just give me my money, Jake. Just give me my money, Jake. Cause King Kong ain't got nothing on Detroit Damon Robertson. Okay, I almost got you there. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're laying down, son. Okay, all right, okay. Now check this out. We're gonna talk about cornerbacks. All right, we're not gonna talk about your back in the corner. We're gonna talk about cornerbacks. All right, Plymouth Rock landed on us. Okay, all right, son. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just trying to let you know. Listen, let me tell you something. Okay, son. All right, son. Okay, calm down. It's okay, son. Listen here, let me tell you something. Boom! Ha ha! You never know. That's the point. Go. Ha 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 ha. I got you again, Jake. Hoyt, Hoyt. Give me my money, Jake. Give me my money, Jake. Ha 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 ha. Give me my money, Jake. Uh huh. Okay. All right. Listen, we're going to talk about cornerbacks. We're going to talk about cornerbacks in the NFL draft with Denzel Washington. That's right. Ha 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 ha. Okay, okay, all right, okay, okay. All right. It's Detroit Damon back in the house. And today we're going to talk about cornerbacks. Cornerbacks. We're going to talk about cornerbacks. And the top probably 14 cornerbacks in the draft. If your team needs a cornerback, this might be a pretty good draft, especially with the speed some of these guys had. It's it might be a good idea if you're maybe short a cornerback or a safety, maybe to look at one of these guys or a nickel. So the first one on the list is the cornerback out of LSU, Mansoor Delaney. He's 5'11", 6 foot. He's 6 foot actually, 190 pounds. Excels in press. He's got a good jab, good slide, his release. He tracks cornerbacks well in zone. He's loose hipped. Those are the pros, but the cons is sometimes he can get a little grabby. If someone changes direction on him, he can sometimes is late with that. His 40 time was actually really good. Let's see what his 40 time was. His 40 time was 4.3 4.340, and at 6 foot, 190 pounds, that's a good player. So. Some have compared him to Quinyon Mitchell, which is a good comparison. The next rated cornerback in the draft is Jermod McCoy out of Tennessee, 6 foot, 195 pounds. He's got good size and production. He can play both man and zone. The problem with him, he's a little bit older and he missed 2025 with ACL tear. He can also, like any rookie corner, be a little physical in the route, and so he gets penalized at times. But he missed all of 2025 with that ACL tear, so we didn't get a chance to see him last year. The third ranked cornerback in this draft is Avion Terrell out of Clemson. 5'10", 180 pounds. So he's a little bit undersized, but he's very physical. His brother plays for the Falcons as a cornerback, and he's got the traits and the bloodline. But can he play outside? Can he play inside? Man zone? That depends. He's a little bit smaller in size and weight, but he's shown in college that he can play outside. But yeah, size and weight may be a concern, especially when tackling bigger receivers or bigger backs. The next ranked cornerback is Colton Hood. He's 6 foot, 195 pounds out of Tennessee. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, Colton Hood. 6', 195 pounds out of Tennessee. Great tackler, great vision. He's great in press man. He's sticky on routes. He's got fluid hips. He's able to turn and go with the receiver. The bad thing is sometimes he may be a little grabby. He may get penalized. And if he's playing zone, he might give too much cushion. But if you're looking for someone who's versatile enough to play man or zone, he's got a 4.4 40. He's got a 40.5 vertical jump. His RAS is 9.6. Broad jump 10.5 feet. So he's explosive. So he's someone who can give you either or. If you're looking for someone who's got that position flexibility or scheme flexibility. The next corner on this list is Keith Abney out of Arizona. He's 5'10", 195 pounds. He's a feisty corner. He can play zone. He can play press. He's got good instincts, but he lacks the length and the strength to sometimes match up with some of these bigger receivers. And he might tend to be grabby in routes and sometimes is tricked by double moves. But he's a little bit smaller in size, but he's definitely strong. He bench pressed 225 15 times. So he probably will be like maybe a nickel or a slot corner in the NFL because of the size. But once again, someone who's probably quicker than he is fast, and he's got the strength and things like that you need in the slot. So that's where Keith Abney sits. He's the number 5 corner. Number 6, Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, 6', 195 pounds. He can play man or zone. He's disciplined, but he's feisty. He had some trouble with bigger receivers and running backs, and sometimes can get a little, grabby as well in the route. But his 40 time was 4.4. He vertical was 38, broad jump 10.6, bench press 17 pounds, so he's got strength. RAS score was 9.67, so he's in a 96th percentile for all cornerbacks tested. He the other con with him is that his competition may not be up to like the Big Ten or the SEC, but nowadays that doesn't matter as much. You can find good players. Look at out of Toledo. They found Keionte Mitchell. And that's a MAC school, so that doesn't matter as much. So that's Chris Johnson, number 6 rated cornerback. The number 7 rated cornerback is Angelo out of Indiana. This guy's super fast. He ran a 4.3 40. He's got a 43.5 vertical jump. But he's only 5'9", 180 pounds. So he's good on the perimeter for a smaller player. He's competitive and disciplined in zone, but his length and inability to stay with big receivers could cause him to move inside to nickel. And that's fine. You can make a living as a nickelback. They become more and more a prized possession, or someone who can play, a split safety, or in a shell, or all these types of different formations they have now. So definitely a place for him with that vertical jump and that 40 time 4.3 40. There's a place for him in the NFL, but most likely as a nickel. The number 8 safety is Keionte Scott, or cornerback, I should say, is cornerback / safety Keionte Scott. 6', 192 pounds. He can play slot or press man. He's very physical. He's a natural blitzer. He's got great instincts. But he's sometimes an inconsistent tackler. He's also 24 years old. But Keionte Scott's another guy who ran a fast 40, 4.3 something 40, 4.32, 4.34, 40 at his pro day. So he's got the size. He's got the weight. He's got the speed, and he's got the skills. So he may be one of those people you can bring in, and they can play a little safety, or they can play a little cornerback if you need him in a pinch, maybe like a Brian Branch kind of guy. One of those guys who they can play all the positions. So that's the number 8 ranked cornerback / safety, Keionte Scott out of Miami. The number 9 cornerback is Brandon Cisse out of South Carolina. 6', 195 pounds, explosive, speedy, long athlete. He tackles like a safety. He's a younger player too, so you get a lot of years out of him. He needs to work on his route recognition and keeping his eyes on the quarterback and making plays on the ball instead of on the person. But because he didn't have very many interceptions. But if you want someone who can play like that, outside press man or outside even a zone corner, he's the guy. The number 10 cornerback / safety, Traden Stukes out of Arizona, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's got a 4.33 40. You had a 38-inch vertical, 10-foot broad jump. He is good in communicating in zone. He can play zone. He can play man. He can be a big nickel or a split safety. He's a little bit older prospect. I think he's like 24 as well, and he has had some injuries. But with 4.3 40 speed at 6'2", 200 pounds, that's really good. That can be a very fast safety or very fast outside zone corner. The next corner on the list is also a bigger corner. Not as fast though, but still has good speed. Julian Neal out of Arkansas State. He's 6'2", 208 pounds. Oh, he's out of Arkansas. 6'2", 208 pounds. Big, sturdy. Got ideal length and strength for press man. He's sticky. Got decent long speed. But being a taller corner, he's a little bit tight in the hips, a little bit susceptible to double moves, and sometimes can lose track of some of those smaller receivers. But he ran a 4.49 40. He had a 40-inch vertical jump, broad jumped 11.2, bench pressed 225 16 times. Has a RAS score of 989, so he's almost a 99th percentile of cornerbacks tested. The next cornerback is Will Lee out of Texas A&M. He's 6'2", 289 pounds. He ran a 4.5 40. He's a tall corner. He can play zone, but he's probably more of a press man. His speed is decent, so he may not be able to recover if he loses at the line of scrimmage. But he's big enough and stout enough that he can press at the line. He's explosive. He had a 42-inch vertical jump. Broad jump was 11 feet. RAS score was 9.46. So definitely in the upper echelon of the 95 percentile of cornerbacks. But the thing with his, he only has a decent speed. His tackling is sometimes not consistent, and sometimes he plays tall and ends up being grabby and getting penalties. So that's Will Lee out of Texas A&M. The number 13 cornerback is Malik Muhammad out of Texas, 6', 188 pounds. He's a zone corner, but he's versatile enough to play press man. He can play nickel. He can play safety. He has fluid hips. He's got a slender frame, which maybe needs some more mass on him, but he's got the hips. He's got a 4.42 40, 34-inch vertical jump, broad jump 10 feet. RAS score is 9.45. The number 14 corner is Davison Igbinosun out of Ohio State, 6'2", 195 pounds. He's got good length. He's got good size. He's a good tackler, good at setting the edge. He's highly penalized, though, because he's kind of grabby. He had 30 career penalties. Got a little bit of tight hips and average recovery speed. He ran a 4.45 40. Vertical was 30. Broad jump was 10. So he's one of those guys who you probably want to impress man, but he doesn't have the best recovery speed. So he could possibly be one of those guys who maybe could use him as a big boundary corner. But he can do both. He can do zone and he can do man to man. The next cornerback on our list and the last one on our list is out of Georgia, Dalen Everett, 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a good athlete. He's got good size. He's a physical tackler. He's got good instincts, but he's more of a boundary corner than a press man. He's good in run support and good in short zones because he's got good speed. He's got quick feet. He just needs to work on his tackling. His 40 was a 4.38, so he's got that speed. His vertical is 37.5. Broad jump was 10.4. His RAS score was 9.82. So on the 98th percentile of cornerbacks tested. However, based on his body of work, he is not in the upper ranks of the cornerbacks per se. But once again, if he goes to the right team with that speed, then maybe they can make him a nice man, press man, or a boundary corner. So those are our top 15 corners for the draft. If your team is looking for a cornerback, check these guys out. And you can check me out too, Detroit Damon, on my Detroit Damon channel. I got my Pistons on. Look at, check me out. Pistons. Michigan won already, so that's good. Now we got Pistons do the Pistons do in basketball, and then pretty soon it'll be football season. So with that, Detroit Damon is out. Peace.